I'm Rob Trepsis.
And I'm Anthony Sorrentino reporting to you from Nickerson Field at Boston University, where the Wakefield Warriors are playing Acton Boxboro in the Division II Super Bowl.
Wakefield and Acton Boxboro are currently in a deadlock here, 7-7 at the beginning of the second half.
Wakefield scoring on the ground and Acton Boxboro scoring by a pass, showing you the two different sides of these offenses. Wakefield's defense has held strong with big plays from Chris Leahy, Steve Lopiori, and Brett Keogh, and an interception by Nick Fiore that turned into a touchdown after a 2-yard run by Fiore.
We just saw a good shot of our bands playing. Both teams having great bands. Wakefield got to play the national anthem actually earlier in the beginning of the game we saw. So
Is that because we're a home team, or
we're just better?
Or we're just better? They were number one in the nation just a few years ago, weren't they, Rob?
Yes, they were.
The referee's at the 50-yard line waiting for the captains to come out. Wakefield's going to receive after losing the toss at the beginning of the game, and Acton Boxboro chose to receive. That's 65, Andy Griffin, 30, Nick Fiore, 33, Steve Lopiori, and 61, Brett Keogh. Out of all the big players for Acton Boxboro, their key players are a freshman fullback, a junior quarterback, and a junior tailback. No big senior players. They have some good defenders on the seniors, but all the star offensive players that are really getting it done are all been juniors and below. Interesting.
A young Acton Boxboro team still somehow in the Super Bowl.
Just because they're young does not mean they don't have talent. If Wakefield wants to win this game, Wakefield is going to have to capitalize off this kickoff and try to punch one in, and then just hold that ground on defense.
Hopefully we see a strong return here from Nick Fiore or Steve Lopiori.
Or Mike Kelly.
Or Mike Kelly.
The Wakefield Special Teams unit getting a word of encouragement from their coaching staff. '27, Mike Kelly. Number 30, Nick Fiore. Number 33, Steve Lopiori. All deep. You know, Acton Boxboro can kick out of that huddle. It's a trick a lot of teams do. They kick right out of the huddle, and they do an onside kick, and it catches everyone off guard because they say, oh, they haven't broke the huddle, don't worry about it. They line up with more men at the top of your screen again. Maybe they're going to squib or onside kick, and they try to punch it into the corner at Fiore. It's fielded by Lopiori.
He slips up a little bit, and he's going to be taken out at his own 27-yard line.
You know, when you have the AstroTurf and you have the sneakers on, if you don't have the best traction with the sneakers, then you don't really have much run on the ball. When you have cleats, you dig into the ground, and when you get in a situation as Lopiori, you can almost push through those defenders, dig in your cleats, and really start driving your legs. And that's how you see him and Fiore break a lot of tackles, along with Mike Kelly. They all use their powerful leg strengths to break tackles like that. But on the AstroTurf, you need really nice turf shoes to really get the best quality of traction off the artificial surface.
Kelleher with the handoff to Fiore.
Ooh.
He's going to be stopped like he ran into a brick wall or something.
Dead in his tracks.
This is the Warriors' first game on AstroTurf this year, so.
They have got down to Northeastern, and I think it was BC, too, when they practiced. There were two schools they went to. and they got a little used to it. But that's not really a lot. I mean, 2-hour practices on AstroTurf compared to a whole season on fresh grass.
Keller with the pitch to Eddie Spang. He's going up the right-hand side. He's going to have a gain of about 2 yards.
Eddie Spang almost broke that one outside. Third on the team in rushing yards. Out of 60 rushes, he has 291 yards, 2 touchdowns, and his longest run was a 30-yard run. Throwing up big numbers. Wakefield taking a lot of time. They have to call timeout before they're called on a delay game penalty. Two men in the backfield for the Warriors, Nick Fiore and Eddie Spang. The pitch is to Eddie Spang.
Kelleher to Eddie Spang, who's going up the left-hand side.
He explodes up the field. It's going to be 4th and about a yard now. I don't think he really got that. Wakefield rushed for 210 yards against Needham, which is a powerful defense. Let's see if they can get, I don't know the exact count right now, but they must have almost close to that. They've been running all over the field. Mike Kelly splits the bottom of your screen as Matt Fiore into punt.
It's a low snap to Fiore. Gets the punt away. It's going to be fielded by Acton Boxboro about the 40.
Mike Kelly right down by him, but Chris Leahy wraps him up.
Once again, the sophomore, Chris Leahy, in on that tackle.
All over the field. He was alongside number 71, also a sophomore, Clinton Graves. $8:55 left in the third quarter. It's 1st and 10. Ball is on the 45-yard line for Acton Boxboro. Acton Boxboro has won 10 straight, Rob.
DePace with the snap.
He options it.
And 42 breaking tackles. He's up the right-hand side. After breaking 2 tackles, Acton Boxboro was going to run it in on the right side for a touchdown to go up 13-7 over Wakefield.
13, Acton Boxboro 13, Wakefield 7 now. That was that option Wakefield tried to run and then got called on the penalty, Rob. Right when the quarterback's about to get tackled, he pitches to his man, and Mike Kelly did a great job of wrapping him up, but no one else was there to help bring him down. And he's running with a full head of steam, and Mike Kelly's coming in from the side. He doesn't have the momentum that the back does, and without other men on defense there, it's hard to bring down. Jared Grant, then he broke a tackle, and Grandin had the same problem. And when you use all that momentum, the running back, it's hard to bring down. Now Acton Boxboro is going to kick for the 1. Let's watch for the fake. But 80 into kick.
Here's a snap. Kick is up.
And he puts it through. 14-7, Acton Boxboro.
But Wakefield's spirit's really dampened by that. Acton Boxboro going up 14-7 on a touchdown that should have never been. That man was wrapped up twice and just should have, one more Wakefield player comes over, helps him out, and he's down.
Rob, the prediction for this game was Wakefield 14 and Acton Boxboro 6. But we've also heard that Wakefield was a 22-point underdog in this game. Everyone has different opinions of this game, but right now it's 14-7, and Wakefield needs to score. And their special teams units have been coming up big all day, and let's see if they can do it again. Nick Fiore and Mike Kelly haven't gotten the ball deep many times. The kick have been put short, probably on purpose to keep it away from those backs. But if they get a hold of it, they really have to get something going for this team. Acton Boxboro still sits up uneven with more men at the top of their line.
Number 8, he's set to kick.
And he puts it in the corner again.
It's a high kick to the right, fielded by Fiore.
Fiore have 2 men chasing him deep. He breaks him.
He's on the right-hand side.
He catches 2 blocks. And he's
wrapped up and take down at the 34, 35-yard line.
Fiore was twisted down. You know, he really did a good job. He really accelerated nicely, breaking those, beating those 2 guys. If they caught him back deep, that would have been a bad field position for Wakefield. Now they have a little over 50 yards to go. And this is when Wakefield's big line is to really suck it up and play some real hard-nosed football, so Wakefield can really punch them in, Rob. Showing passes, Wakefield.
Kelleher back with the snap. It's a handoff to number 40.
That's Jeff Pledge.
Jeff Pledge.
First carry of the day for Pledge. That's his 15th carry of the season. Nice run for Pledge. You know, if you can get 5 yards to carry, you have the first down, you're driving down the field. That's what the Warriors need. They need their line to really open up the holes for the backs. Andy Foss checking into the game now for Wakefield. Steve Lopiori in motion.
Kelleher with the handoff to Foss.
The handoff to Eddie Spanger
Eddie
on the
Spanger
end.
on the right.
Eddie Spanger the first down and then some. Pulled out of bounds around the 55. Wakefield showing a little spark of enthusiasm now on offense. Jared Grondin split to the bottom of your screen. Steve Lopiori on the wing. Spang and Foss in the backfield. You know, I wonder if that fall Fiore took is why he's not in the game.
Kelleher giving it to Spang. He goes up the middle for a gain of about 7 or 8.
I mean, we saw Fiore on that great return, and he fell out of bounds. I wonder if they're keeping him out now to try to get him a little bit better so that by the end of the game he'll be back. Then again, he could just need a breather. He wasn't on that kickoff, so I could be wrong. Grondin again split. Lopiori up on the wing at the top. Same men in the backfield.
Kelleher drops the ball.
That's going to be covered by Acton Boxboro. First down. Kelleher ran into his running back when that's a fake handoff, and he's supposed to give it to somebody else. He puts it out and pulls it back into his stomach. And they say, Rob, a stomach to a quarterback is like a third hand if he keeps it in by his chest. And the ball poked out a little too much and hit the running back, and that was just jawed loose. Great job by the defensive Acton Boxboro. Wakefield's defense has to make some turnovers happen. We get a new ball in, the Acton Boxboro ball. They don't want to be using the Wakefield ball. And a ball is thrown on the field. Craziness.
There's be some confusion among the referee and the coaches.
Throwing
Flying
balls at each other.
everywhere.
God, flying footballs.
DePace with the handoff to Acton Boxboro's number 34.
no.
He breaks up the middle.
Andy Foss has him. Andy Foss is...
The only one that could catch him, and he's going to outrun Andy Foss. Touchdown, Acton Boxboro.
This game is starting to look out of reach for Wakefield. The Acton Boxboro fans are fired up. You know, Rob, me and you have never announced the game when we lost. You know what I think we need in here? We need Mike Vinciguerra and Bill Dalton, the lucky men from the 99-2000 season who announced when Wakefield won that Super Bowl. They helped that win against Needham, I think. We did some good announcing then, and I think it's just a luck thing.
Excellent.
Where are they when you need them?
Where are the points for Wakefield when you need them? They're down 20-7 right now to Acton Boxboro with 6:46 left in the third quarter.
That 22-point underdog thing is really starting to check in. And once again, Acton Boxboro shifts the line, smacks the guy in the butt, and then does the kick. Every time. That kick is up and that kick is good. Have you noticed that every kick, Rob, they line up one man down, they get up and shift, and that guy smacks the other guy in the butt? What is going on in the Acton Boxboro team? What's going on in the Acton Boxboro locker room?
You can only imagine what goes on in the
I
locker
don't
room.
want to imagine. Ugh. Mike Kelly and Nick Fiore back deep. Once again, they line up uneven on that kickoff. Let's see if they put it in the corner and try to pin the Wakefield team.
Number 80 kicks off for Acton Boxboro. It's a long, deep kick, landing in just short of the end zone.
That's going to be a touchback down by Eddie Spang. Eddie Spang taking the place of Fiore now on the kickoff. I'm wondering what happened to Nick Fiore.
But Wakefield really going to get something going here. They're down by 14 points with six and a half minutes left in the third quarter. The game's beginning to look out of reach for them.
(21-7). Wakefield trailing by 2 touchdowns. They have 6 minutes and 38 seconds left in this third quarter of play. 2 men split to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top, and I think they're going to go back to the pass.
Keller takes a snap, and that's a handoff,
Andy Foss.
and he's going to be tackled, pushed back.
Andy Foss was once one of the hugest playmakers on this team, and he's been quiet as of late. People say he had injuries, but no one really knows what happened. He didn't get much playing time at Thanksgiving, and I hope he can do it again for Wakefield. Three men at the bottom of your screen, 1 man in the backfield out of shotgun.
Kelleher drops back to pass from the shotgun. He looks to his right side, and it's passed out of bounds, just out of the hands of the intended receiver, number 17.
Jared Grondin. That was just out of reach, and that was going out of bounds. If Grondin was to catch that, he wouldn't have been able to get his feet in bounds anyway. Number 10, Dave Muth, the new receiver, coming in for Wakefield on this long third down. They're definitely going to be passing now. The Wakefield hopes to move downfield. They have to start passing the ball, completing passes, and really mixing up the pass and the run. If Andy Foss in the backfield, there's always a threat with the ball, so maybe they're going to hand it off on a draw.
Kelleher back with the snap.
Foss
Falling all
rolls
the way
out
back to the 5-yard line, hit past to Foss up the right-hand side.
Andy Foss breaks tackles.
He runs into another man. He's still in. He's getting pushed ahead, and it's a first down Wakefield on their own 35-yard line.
That was a great play call. Andy Foss runs through the line of scrimmage and runs out in the flat of the field. And then after he catches the ball, he broke tackles. People would touch him, and Andy just shakes him off like nothing. It's incredible how Andy Foss can break tackles. First down for Wakefield. And Wakefield's fans really get behind him now. number 10, Dave Muse at the bottom of your screen. They have 3-man splits at the top. And Andy Foss in the backfield again.
Kelleher from the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looks to the left-hand side. Oh!
The ball,
just through the hands of intended receiver number 24, Eddie Spang.
That ball was just tipped out of reach. If that, you never know if that was tipped another way or got through. Eddie Spang could have had that, and he could have broke that for a touchdown. There weren't many men behind him, and he's really fast, so that could have been a big play. 2nd and 10 now. Wakefield has to start connecting with their receivers. They haven't passed much all season, and you can only imagine that in practice they've done a lot more running than passing if that's what they've used in games. So you're only really good at what you practice.
Good philosophy, Anthony.
Andy Foss is single back now. Kelleher under the center.
Kelleher drops back, looks to his right, fires, and it would look like it was tipped. Intended receiver number 10, David Muse.
Kelleher having a little accuracy trouble today. Now it's going to be 3rd and 10. Wakefield really has to make these 3rd down conversions happen. Tommy Kelleher's only thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he's thrown for 233 yards. He's 14 for 32 coming into this game, so let's see what he can do out of the shotgun here.
Kelleher drops back,
Andy
passing from his own 27.
He's looking for Jared Grondin.
Oh!
Almost.
Both receivers, Jared Grondin and his defender both had their hands on the ball at the same time, and both of them dropping it.
Almost intercepted. It looked like Acton Boxboro had a better grip on that ball because he was the one that pulled it back. You know, that was a good job by Acton Boxboro's defender. If he had good control of that ball, he just looked like he tore it out of the hands of Grondin because they both went up. And when you're pulling back, you have a lot more leverage. And he let go of it, letting it fly, because if they punt now, they can get better yards if they block this punt, or if Wakefield went to go for it, they're in a better field position. Wakefield looks like they're going to punt this one. Mike Kelly downfield.
Caught by number 7 of Acton Boxboro. He's going up the middle, and he's going to be stopped at his own 47-yard line.
There was Flynn, number 7. He's been in a big game today for Acton Boxboro. You know, these seniors, the senior class of Wakefield, Rob, played in the 99-2000 Super Bowl here, and they defeated Acton Boxboro. And some people look at it as, oh, they won once if they don't win this game, but a lot of people would like to see them go 2-0. A lot of Wakefield people especially.
Especially me. DePace drops back, fakes the handoff.
He drops one up.
Floats to the right-hand side, just out of the reach of the intended receiver.
Jared Grondin applying great coverage, not letting him off. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for Acton Boxboro. 48-yard line.
DePace with the handoff to number 34 is running up the right-hand side.
The flag's down, back at the line of scrimmage. That one might be pulled back on a legal block in the back. And waiting on the call from the officials. Eric Streety and Rich Bruno went to the game. That call that's going to be brought back. It's holding on Acton Boxboro. You know, it's a shame that a nice run gets pulled back, but in this case, Wakefield might be happy to see it because they can get another chance at stopping Acton Boxboro. It's going to be 2nd and 20 now. Acton Boxboro probably going to pass. Man in motion around way deep.
DePace with the pitch to the left-hand side.
Mike Kelly standing him up straight and pushing him back. for a gain of about 2. Mike Kelly applying that hit. We see almost once a game he applies a pummeling hit almost every game we've played, Rob.
Great hit by Mike Kelly there. We always see that from him. He just channels his aggression into what he does, and he just hits kids.
There's at least one hit a game we see from Mike Kelly that looks like it really hurts. Remember that Stoneham game? The kid got up after the hit and then just fell back down. Absolutely blacked out. The powerful kid. Acton Boxboro. Around
Pitch with the handoff, 34.
He finds an opening. Side. Brought down at the original line of scrimmage, and that'll be 4th down and 10. Jared Grandin on the tackle. Jared Grandin, 7th in tackles on the team. For a defensive back, that's really good. It's usually the linemen and linebackers that are in the top 10, but Grandin, the defensive back, breaks in. Eddie Spang back deep alongside teammate Mike Kelly, number 27.
The punt from Acton Boxboro is a high punt. It's going to be fielded by Kelly. He was at the 15. He's going to bring it up to the 23, 24-yard line.
Taken down from behind. Wakefield does not have the best field position, and they only have 2 minutes and 34 seconds to work with before the 4th quarter begins. Warriors would like to punch it in twice now and then make up the winning touchdown in the 4th quarter of play. But to do that, they have to keep Acton Boxboro out of the end zone. And most importantly, they can't let him get in the red zone. Wakefield has been turning over the ball. They've been getting in between the 20, and that's when Acton Boxboro is very damaging.
Kelleher's set to go to work, see what he can do here for this Wakefield team.
They show a pass formation, but they're going to hand it off. Stopped for no yards as the tailback. You know, Rob, great scouting by these coaches, really knowing the Wakefield offense well. Obviously showing that they've been doing their homework on Wakefield, because all Wakefield's plays have not been effective. The plays that worked in the regular season aren't going to cut it in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl now. Mm-hmm. They have to dig into that book of plays and really think of something. Lopiori split at the bottom of your screen and grounded at the top. 2 men in the backfield.
There's a snap. Kelleher's back to pass.
And he's hit before he can throw, and they're calling that an incomplete pass. Yes. Kelleher's arm was in a forward motion while he was hit, and he's kind of gimping off the field, but it looks like he'll be okay. Dave Muse coming in now as wide receiver. A long 3rd down. Acton Boxboro looks to be picking up momentum, and Wakefield looks to be losing it. It's a sad sight now for Wakefield fans. 1:51 left in the 3rd. Dave Muse, wide receiver at the bottom alongside Eddie Spang. Blitz is
Kelleher
showing.
from the shotgun. Drops back to his own 12-yard line. Looks to the side on the left.
And he intercepted.
Tipped and intercepted by number 30 for Acton Boxboro after the ball was tipped. That was on the 35-yard line.
That ball was thrown for Jared Grandin into heavy traffic. Two defensive backs were there. Some confusion on the field. Looks like a flag was down. Offsides, there's the offsetting penalties. That means the play didn't count, so Wakefield will retain the ball. A lucky break for Wakefield, and now they really have to capitalize. Acton Boxboro jumped off sides, and Wakefield held to the offsetting penalties, and now Wakefield has one more chance. If Acton Boxboro keeps giving them these chances, making little mistakes, Wakefield really has to come back. They have to take advantage of that. Four receivers now for Wakefield. Kelleher in the shotgun.
Low snap. Kelleher's back to pass from zone 15.
He dumps it off to Lopiori, and then Lopiori gets back to the original line of scrimmage. The defensive Acton Boxboro is really breaking through that big Wakefield line. And now it looks that Wakefield will punt. Kenny Alexander, the sophomore, into punt now. Maybe this is a sign of a fake. Nope, Kenny's going to kick. A longer kick than what Fiore's was before.
It's going to bounce to be fielded about the 48-yard line.
Acton Boxboro breaks to the outside. Right side. 2 men to beat. Finally taken down by Chris Leahy, number 48. Bringing in Kenny Alexander, the backup punter. Fiore's punt before. His first punt went short. His next punt, he had, if you notice, he had gloves on. Probably signs of showing he was cold. And in cold weather, the pigskin gets cold and the ball gets tight and hard like a rock. Your foot gets cold and your hands get cold. If you can't drop it right, you're going to have a bad punt anyway. So they brought in Alexander, maybe trying to get something different. Different results from the punt. But it wasn't too different. It was a little bit longer, but the return was greater. So inside the red zone, once again, is Acton Boxboro threatening Wakefield.
38 seconds left in the third quarter. Acton Boxboro's got 15 yards to go.
The pitch outside. Number 33, Steve Lopiori, and number 27, Mike Kelly combined for the tackle. As the third quarter winds down with 10 seconds left, the game is starting to look scarce for Wakefield.
That play will be the final play of the third quarter with the score.
And that's the beginning of the fourth quarter now. There's 11 minutes separating Acton Boxboro from being a Division II champion. You know, Rob, some people call this game the real defining game because in the 99-2000 season, Wakefield won, but there wasn't a playoff. Now there's a playoff game before. So they say Wakefield was the champion, but now they say the winner of this game will be the, quote, true champion, if you know what I mean.
See, those people are in denial, and denial is not just a river in Egypt. They don't realize that you win the game, you win the game.
Yes, Rob, denial is not just a river in Egypt, and most of those people are from Acton Boxboro. Second and 11 for Acton Boxboro. Two men in the backfield.
DePace with the handoff. It's fumbled. It's going to be recovered by Acton Boxboro, I believe.
Not much gained on that play. If Wakefield could have covered that fumble, the momentum might have changed, but not much doing now for the Wakefield defense. Same formation once again for Acton Boxboro.
DePace with the handoff up the middle.
Brett Keogh wrapping him up and bringing him down with number 70, Todd Suker, on that tackle also. Fourth and 11. Obviously going for the end zone on this one. But they line up tight. They don't have any wide receivers out. This could be another trick play, Rob. Let's watch for that option.
DePace with the fake handoff. He passes into the end zone. Oh, just through the hands of the intended receiver at the back of the end zone.
Andy Foss fell hard on that. And he's limping off. You know, Andy Foss suffers from knee injuries, and he fell hard on the back of that receiver, and he's limping off the field. And I hope Andy Foss is okay because Nick Fiore's already been held out of this game for a little bit. And Wakefield really needs some of those backs back. First down and 10 now for Wakefield.
Shoved up the middle.
That was Lopiori, the captain, I believe.
Gain of a couple before we go outside.
9:14 left in this fourth quarter of play. Acton Boxboro 21, Wakefield 7.
Kelleher with the pitch out to the right-hand side.
Lopiori up the end. Lopiori drives his head forward and gets another couple yards. It's going to be third and about 2. Straight T backfield.
Kelleher throwing the handoff to
Eddie Spang, I believe, who shuffled up the middle. And they're calling for the sticks to get the measurement. They think Spang got that first down, does Wakefield. And Wakefield gets it. First down, Eddie Spang. And now Wakefield is driving downfield. Hopefully that'll give him some momentum, Rob, because they need some.
Wakefield definitely looking for something to boost their steam and confidence in this game here, being down 14 points to Acton Boxboro with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Straight T formation for Wakefield.
Kelleher keeps the ball. He drops back. It's a long pass. Up the middle. Intercepted.
Number 4.
Intended to receive with Eddie Spang, number 24, around the 47-yard line. Kelleher's pass a little bit short and intercepted.
You know, Rob, when you have a shorter receiver, Eddie Spang isn't one of the taller kids in the team. And when you throw into triple coverage, I mean, you're hoping the ball comes down to him. When you have it's like a needle in a haystack throwing a ball like that. You're never going to really find what you're looking for. And you can't get that perfect spot where the only place where he can catch it because that ball has to drop between 3 guys. And number 4 for Acton Boxboro just jumped up right over and took it right out of the air, giving Acton Boxboro a great field position.
DePiece with the handoff.
Gain of about 4. Taken down by Lopiori. Lopiori leaded the team in tackles with 45, and today he's racked up almost 15 or more. Two men in the backfield for AB.
DePiece goes with the handoffs, number 24, who breaks up the left-hand side.
Pushed out of bounds right before the first down marker. Gonna be third down and 2, excuse me. The Acton Boxboro Colonials are called in that penalty. That play really helping the Warriors now. It's going to be second down and 25. Looks like they're going to pass on this long second down.
DePiece drops way back. He's on his own 30.
Misses him.
Tight coverage. He
The ball
throws it up
bounced
into
it
the
up.
middle.
Picked off by
Andy Foss coming down with the ball.
Andy Foss has a blocker. Andy Foss
He's up
goes
the
to
left-hand
outside.
side.
Andy Foss
Fumbles the ball.
Andy
He picks
Foss
it back
it
up.
Andy Foss is down at the 40.
An incredible play by Andy Foss there. The great pressure on the quarterback. He launches it up the middle. Andy Foss comes down with the ball all the way to the right side, back to the left-hand side, fumbles the ball, then recovers it himself, gains an extra 5 yards, and is finally tackled.
You know what that reminded me of, Rob? Ever see the Three Stooges when they become the Horsemen and they play for Notre Dame?
Yes.
That was so similar. Wow. Lopiori almost really got the quarterback. He leaped in the air because it looked like he was going to pass, but he pump faked. And Lopiori, he just eluded Lopiori.
Well, Lopiori's great pressure forced the quarterback to throw a pretty bad pass up the middle, and Andy Foss intercepts it. Sweet.
That would have been Lopiori's second sack of the season.
Somebody taking the ball. I think it's Eddie Spang getting the handoff from Kelleher.
Kelleher actually threw some blocks on that play.
We discussed this earlier. Kelleher's a big kid. He doesn't mind taking some hits, giving some hits. He can do that.
He throws some blocks down there. One of the few quarterbacks in the Middlesex League to do so. No huddle now for Wakefield. 2nd and 5. Wakefield trying to get downfield with 6 minutes left in the game. Gives to Lopiori. Lopiori breaks
up the middle.
He's
got
running.
blockers.
Lopiori really running with all his heart. Gets up to the 50-yard line. And the fans are proving that one. Lopiori really showing that he didn't give up yet. Wakefield's back right on the ball. 5:58 and counting. Warriors got a drive going after that great play by Foss. Eddie Spang ripped down for no gain. Mike Kelly into the game for Lopiori.
And that's the pitch. That's Lopiori up the right.
No, this
is Mike Kelly up the right. And it's going to be a first down for Wakefield. Kelleher with the snap. It's a pitch to Kelly again. He's up the right. And he's going to get a short gain of 3 or 4 yards. Wakefield really showing they're not giving up yet, even though they've only got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to get 14 points.
They're really driving the ball now, Rob.
Kelleher with the pitch to Kelly.
He throws
over the middle to Joe Puccio. Oh, and he fumbles the ball.
Acton Boxboro recovers on Puccio's mistake. Joe Puccio got the ball jarred loose. They pecked at the ball instead of trying to tackle him. Ripped the ball loose. Wakefield can still capitalize with 4:10 left. If they can get Acton Boxboro to turn over the ball, they could intercept it, get a fumble, do something down in there at this zone of the field, and try to get the ball back. Acton Boxboro is going to run the ball and try to run out the clock. If they jar at that ball and rip it loose, they still are in this game.
Acton Boxboro with the handoff, running up the middle, breaks through, first down.
See, that's what the Warriors can't do. Acton Boxboro now, they have to get their heads up and stop worrying about what just happened. Acton Boxboro just got a first down. Now Wakefield's chances are even getting slimmer. They have to start getting their defensive heads back in the game. Two men in the backfield now. First down and 10.
DePiece with the handoff to 34. He's running with full head of steam up the left-hand side. He's going to be stopped by...
Another big hit by Mike Kelly. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Dead or alive.
With Jim Davis on the other end of the report to West Central, category. And then Jim Davis on the other end of the report to West Central.
Acton Boxboro with the handoff up the middle.
Third and about a foot now.
Third down in the yard for Acton Boxboro.
Two men in the backfield now. Handoff up the middle. And he might have got held short of that, Rob. And I think they're going to bring out the chains.
Officials from Western. Left-hand fans are asked to remain off the field at the completion of today's game to let their coaches and players may participate in a post-game award ceremony. Right now, the coaches and players please remain off the field. Thank you.
And they're short by the end of the ball. You know, Rob, I think they're going to go for it here because if they punt, the Warriors might have they have 2 minutes. They have the 2-minute warning on their side. They can get, if they get a touchdown and then they get an onside kick, they're right back in the game. It could be an interesting fourth quarter. But then again, if they punt it deep enough and get it to roll out of bounds, Warriors have 2 minutes to get down the field. And by the time that happens, they might have eaten up almost more than half of that. But it does look like they're going to punt. They have 2 men deep. We did see that fake for short yardage before. Eddie Spang and Mike Kelly back deep for Wakefield.
And it's going to be a high punt. Fielded by Eddie Spang at the 40-yard line.
Eddie Spang.
He's up the left-hand side. He's by one man. He's got one man to
Cuts
beat.
inside.
He's up the left-hand side. He's got blockers all around him. He's going to be down about the 13-yard line.
And that's the spark I was talking about. One little thing can happen and change the momentum of the game. Eddie Spang catches some great blocks by his teammates, and Eddie Spang gets it down inside the red zone. Let's see if Wakefield can capitalize quick and get an onside kick. This can be an interesting last 2 minutes of play here in this Division II Super Bowl between Wakefield and Acton Boxboro. Timeout is called.
Great job by Eddie Spang receiving the punt, going up the middle, gaining an extra 30 yards out of that. It's really going to help the Wakefield team, I think. It's going to get their spirits back up, they get their confidence back up. If they can punch touchdown in here, they'll be all fired up just to have an onside kick and get another one.
They really have to capitalize quickly, though, and utilize timeouts, getting out of bounds, and not letting the clock waste away. Acton Boxboro defense comes back onto the field. Wakefield's getting a good talking by their coaching staff. The big, powerful line of Wakefield. Really going to have to do it for him here. Tommy Kelleher in for the snap.
It's a pitch
It's
to
a
Kelly.
pass. No, it's not.
All right.
Kelly's going to keep it. Kelly dropped back almost like he was going to pass. And you saw
We saw that earlier.
the tight end roll out of the pocket looking like he was going to receive that. He pulled the ball back into one hand. That's that play Wakefield is known to do. They have the sweep pass in the arsenal. This time he's going to throw it. He's looking for his quarterback,
Yeah.
Tommy Kelleher.
Oh,
But it's
no.
intercepted. And that's going to be
Number
the game.
87 for Acton Boxboro coming down with the ball on the 6-yard line.
Tommy Kelleher, a once back, could really, he has good hands. He's a good all-around player and an athlete. He could catch that ball, but it was thrown into 3 guys. Another great scouting job by those coaches of Acton Boxboro. 21 Acton Boxboro, 7 for Wakefield. For all of you tuning in real late, I'm Anthony Sorrentino.
And I'm Rob Trips is here at Nickerson Field for this Division II Super Bowl game where Wakefield, chances look slim for Wakefield right now.
Yep, we're here at BU. Acton Boxboro up by 14. Acton Boxboro has the ball on their own 6-yard line. Looks like they're just going to run the ball, let the clock run down, as Wakefield's hopes also run down.
It's a handoff to 34 on the right-hand side.
Taken down by Ryan Doyle. Number 9.
The stands really beginning to clear out here, Anthony.
And fill up with fans coming in for the Everett is playing after Wakefield, coming in for that game. Playing from the Everett will be playing the champion of the Catholic division. And it looks like Acton Boxboro is going to give it a knee. Actually, they're probably going to run 2 more plays and then give it the knee.
It's a handoff up the middle, going nowhere.
Getting stopped by Wakefield, but all that does is let the clock run. If they get a first down, the clock will stop. So all they're doing now is letting the clock run.
Wakefield.
40 seconds left between the Acton Boxboro, what could be a 21-7 win over Wakefield, unless Wakefield can get the ball back and make some magic happen. You know, 40 seconds can be a lot of time if you make some things happen, but Wakefield would have to get a fumble recovery, probably run it in for the touchdown off that right now, get an onside kick and throw some passes. It would be a John Elway type performance if Tommy Kelleher could lead his team to that.
Elway, yeah.
We've seen a lot of greats in the NFL do that, like a Joe Namath or Joe Montana leading that team. You have to do that when you're the leader of the team and the quarterback. But Wakefield's hopes right now look really slim. They need to get the ball back with time left. It's 3rd and 12.
Acton Boxboro with the punt.
It's a 3rd down punt. A
Gonna
squib
be
kick.
recovered.
You know, Wakefield touched that and then it rolled. That could have been fielded actually and taken. 30 seconds. They have 50 yards to get to the end zone. Then they'll have to get in one more time if they want to tie up this game. And it would be a miraculous comeback if it could happen.
Miraculous miracle.
Yeah.
Well, would be. Miraculous miracle.
The ball is down.
Cinderella story.
28-yard line. First down and 10 Wakefield. Timeout Acton Boxboro.
Acton Boxboro calls timeout. You know, that was a pretty tricky play there. The quarterback got the ball and flung it back, and they punt when there's no deep men for Wakefield. So there's no possible return, so you don't have a kid like Eddie Spang or Mike Kelly or Nick Fiore or Lopiori or any of the great running backs at Wakefield to run it back. Pretty strategic coaching call. And the Wakefield Warriors come back on the field. And that crowd is fired up. Steve Lopiori, Eddie Spang, and Dave Musa split to the bottom of your screen.
Kelleher from
on
the
snap.
shotgun.
Flag on the play. I think it's offside on Wakefield. He throws it out to Foss. Foss breaks
catches
one.
it.
Foss
going
gets the
forward.
first down. Hold on to the ball with one arm.
He's going to be
And,
down to the 35
I
yard
think it's
line.
offside on the Wakefield wide receivers. False start Wakefield. That's going to bring him back 5. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wakefield 7, Acton Boxboro 21. Ball on the 48-yard line. Acton Boxboro beginning an early celebration. And Wakefield calls timeout. You know, it'd be nice to see Wakefield go down in a blaze of glory here. Maybe throw up a pass, get in the end zone once more, and even cut down the chances of this score. But I don't know what is going to happen, Rob. It'd be nice to see that, though, to show they're not going down without a fight.
Kelleher drops back with the pass.
The swing pass intercepted.
Intercepted.
And that's going to be the game now. Intercepted on the run by number 87. That was the swing pass intended for Eddie Spang, thrown right in the arms. Great scouting again. That worked for Wakefield all season, and now it's taken down. It's like they knew that play was being called, Rob.
Acton Boxboro had the right man in the right place at the right time.
Like they knew it was going to happen. 8 seconds left. 27-7, Acton Boxboro. And things will look out of reach for Wakefield. Acton Boxboro sets up the kick. The snap is high, but it's down, and
Kick is going to be tipped to the right.
no good. The score, Acton Boxboro 27, Wakefield 7.
I don't know how late I can sleep without picking up after that, 'cause I'm going like my parents, I'm living with my grandfather in the hospital right from here. Yeah, I won't be able to sleep
After the
through
game,
this
we
one.
usually just do that closing.
Yeah, but they're going to be putting out trophies on the field.
Are you going to take that about?
And Acton Boxboro looks pretty happy.
Yep. 8 seconds left in the game.
8 seconds left. Back deep is Eddie Spang and Mike Kelly. You know, this is what I'm talking about. Maybe they can run of them or run it back or something. I mean, they won't get the win, but it'll be a good way to go down. And a nice blaze of glory. Taking a line from Bon Jovi there, but hey.
Blaze of glory. Let's hope to see.
Dun, dun, dun. And the kick is up, and the squib kick low. You know, I don't really get the call on that. It's fumbled by Mike Kelly.
He's
He breaks a tackle,
back
and
and
he's
forth, left,
taken
right,
down.
taken down, and that's
That's going
going to be the end of the game. Acton Boxboro has defeated the Wakefield Warriors here in this Division II Super Bowl game at Nickerson Field, 27-7.
And a disappointing showing of Wakefield now. They look obviously saddened by that. I don't agree with that squib kick. I mean, they don't even give Wakefield the chance to return it. I don't like that call, but the score is 27-7, Acton Boxboro. It's a series now 1-1 between these two teams in the Super Bowl. Maybe a new rivalry has been made. But for the football season, I'm Anthony Sorrentino.
And I'm Rob Trepsis signing off at Nickerson Field. Let's go to the Coaches Award Ceremony.